All right, everybody, this is Just Talks with Justice. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Next to me, I have a really good friend of mine, Nels.
What's going on?
So, Nels is the CEO of DC Now Events. He's also an event planner and a freaking marketing god.
Okay.
I feel like you've helped me with so many things and you've gotten me hip to so much. So I'm just like thankful for you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So can you tell me and tell everybody a little bit about, where you come from and who you are?
So I come from a promotion nightlife background for like.
No, I'm talking about
my roots.
where you come from.
Oh, so originally I'm from Liberia, West Africa.
Okay.
Came to America when I was 5 years old. Lived in Jersey.
Do you remember that transition?
I know I was getting off the plane, it was cold as hell. I know that part. And coming off the plane from Africa, I was ashy as hell. But aside from that, that's all I remember. I just know just living in like the Newark, New Jersey area. I learned a lot of things.
Did you like it? Like, were you happy?
Yeah, I was happy out there. I'm the only child, so.
Okay.
So I thought it was cool. Then I moved to Maryland in 4th grade, me and my mom. Then from there, I just started making a lot of relationships with friends and families out here.
Yeah. Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's really crazy how like everybody comes from different backgrounds, different stories. So it's just amazing to see like different people, like the different lifestyles and journeys.
Right.
It's crazy. So, what high school did you go to?
I went to Blair High School, Gumby Blair in Silver Spring. Yeah.
Okay, you liked it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of, for a very diverse school, you would think it was PG cream, but it was a lot of drama, a lot of altercations.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I learned a lot from a social standpoint.
Okay.
We had like over 2,000 students in that school. It was a very huge school, so just being able to be around a diverse group of students at that young age, I was able to build my social skills, communication skills, and just overall like basic street sense, common sense.
Yeah. So in high school, what did you like to do in high school? Were you a part of like clubs?
I was hustling, man. Like I was in 9th grade and I was hustling and I didn't even know I was also entrepreneur stuff. Like,
okay.
I used to love go-go music, so I would get like the go-go CDs back then, buy a certain amount and then flip it in 9th grade, like flip it. And I was the go-go person to go to get your go-go CDs from Backyard Band, TCB Band, all that. And then from there, I started to like flip candies. I would buy like an abundance of candies and I flipped that. So I was in high school and nobody know like how much I was making. Like,
I believe
grade,
that.
I was making like $300-$400 a week. That
I
was
believe
just
that.
CDs.
I believe
from
that.
Candies, I was making an easy $200-$300 like.
So like this CEO entrepreneurship mindset kind of like happened organically.
Yeah, but and the thing is and that's why it's very good. It's very important to have a mentor, and a mentor don't necessarily have to be. It can be your mom, it can be your dad, but just to have some type of presence in your child's life, where it can be their brother, their cousin, their nephew, whoever, to be able to like let them know like what they're doing is a form of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
That will like set you on like a good path, because what I was doing, I didn't know it was entrepreneurship. I was like, man, I'm just trying to buy these new shoes, because like I was spoiled, but my mom was like, she had a lot of my aunts in her ears, so if I did bad, they were like, don't buy them no shoes. They was hating. So every other semester I would do bad, so she wouldn't buy me shit. So I had to like figure out ways on how to like make bread from a legit standpoint.
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to like learn that. But if I had the right people in my corner from a family standpoint to tell them like, hey, you know what you're doing, entrepreneur. By 11th, 12th grade, I probably would have started my own business, but I didn't really learn that entrepreneur trait until like 2007, and it was due to my business partner at the time who brought me into the nightlife industry.
Nice. So you was in the nightlife industry first before DC Now events?
Yeah, well, what's interesting, I never used to like clubs. I was a go-go head. Like, I started going to the go-go's when I was in 7th, 8th grade, then started going to like the go-go clubs when I was in 9th, 10th grade. I was in 10th grade going to 21 and up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I just knew how to
10th grade?
Yeah, because it was always that one friend I had who had a whip.
It's
So
always
we used to
like
drive
that.
like, we used to party like in like PG County, like Mass Chef, Brandywine Firehouse, and there was one time we caught a plane to Waldorf, and that's when I realized Waldorf got a lot of damn deers.
Yeah, yes, we was just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Cause I was seeing like too many dead deers just in the road.
Well,
I'm
back
like,
then,
what's
them
going
motherfuckers was
on?
alive. I don't know how they are now, but
Did you see the deers? Have you been seeing the deers in Waldorf? Yeah, like it's
Waldorf
OC.
was like, and the Waldorf back then, like they developed Waldorf. Like I was going to Waldorf like in 03, 02, 04, 05, and like there's human beings out there now. Back then, it was like just air.
Just air.
Yeah, so, but shout out to all my people in Waldorf. I had a lot of, if you feel my homegirls that I met out there with some cool Waldorfians.
Oh my God, Waldorfians. I hate that term. So talk to me a little bit about how DC Now events started. Like, give me the step-by-step, play-by-play of how it was created.
So there's few motivational factors that motivated me to start DC Now events. One, I noticed that a lot of these owners who own the establishment, rather this from a festival standpoint or from a concert or just from a nightlife or just an event standpoint, they will not market. See, I'm balling, man. The day I get somebody to brush my hair, that's some stuff you see in Wakanda.
That's hilarious.
That's
Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. She can't have me on camera looking crazy.
You gotta find me an assistant too, man. I need my hairbrush. Came
That's
to America, my hair
hilarious.
was nappy. Only if I knew her back then.
Oh
But,
my God. Y'all
Yeah,
hilarious.
so a lot of these owners, they used to only market events that was non-clubs to a certain network, to a certain demographic. And because I had access and I've done business with them, I knew about those events. They will only market and promote certain events to a certain network, and we would just be regulated to just parties and nightclubs. And I had an issue with that because the people that I knew, the people I've associated with, the individual I've dated, you know, we all like fly stuff,
Yeah.
dope stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, why are we only regulated to these type of events? That's one. Two, in 08, I started noticing a lot of college kids who are from the area. They knew about parties, but outside of that, they didn't know what else was happening.
Yeah.
College kids who will move down here or were transfer students, and they wasn't a part of that clique network of knowing what's popping, they had no idea what to do.
Yeah.
So I came up with a brochure itinerary concept where I was going to create a brochure, and it would have had an itinerary of events happening every week.
Okay.
And I was going to distribute it out on the college campuses.
Nice.
And but I got so busy and I never followed through with the idea. Fast forward, 2015, idea came to mind. 2016, I took the business aspects of things that I had learned when I was in the nightlife industry, and I merged it with the digital net marketing of the social media realm and what's happening in the new age of tech, and I merged them both. And that's where I had invented DC Now Events, where we're a discovery event platform that save native and tourist time to be able to find and discover unique events where they can still feel like they're like a tourist in their backyard if they was to attend it. So we don't create the events, we're the liaison for event goers and event planners, where we save you time while also being a hub for media outlets, individuals who are trying to brand themselves, people who are event planners, you all have also have that one hub that you can go to find and connect with your ideal creative. So a platform like yours, you may have a network of your own, but DC9 Events, that hub you can go to and see, okay, we see they post this event, but who did they tag? Okay, I see they tagged this person, this
Yeah.
brand. Let me contact them. So that alone just save you time, and
Yeah.
you just tap into a whole new network outside of yours.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you like took that idea and like really made it a reality, because like things like that are what is what everybody loves. Like
Right.
I know myself, I have gone on the page to say like, oh, what's going on this weekend? Let me see what events are going on in DC this weekend. Like people need that. It's almost like Google, if you will, to at a standpoint where it's like maybe I want to go on a date.
Right.
Oh, pick the place. Oh, okay, DC9 Events. Let's see what they got.
Okay.
If if I'm with my daughter, if I'm with Lydia, and I'm like, okay, I want something kid friendly, I can go to your page and be like, oh, it says kid friendly. Oh, okay, cool. Like the idea that you brought to life is beautiful. So I commend you on that. That's what's up.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
That's what's up. So I know that you've talked about expanding.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what that means.
So from an expansion standpoint, one of the expansion that we did was last year March. We launched our sponsorship program, where events that we feel and believe that have a great mission, have a great purpose, and a great cause, will come on board from an advertising standpoint, and we will sponsor it and just give that event itself or that team that extra push into our network, both from a marketing standpoint and from a consultant standpoint. And since launching the sponsorship program of last year, we've sponsored up to this day of 34 events, ranging from women empowerment event, nonprofit, community, family, and just overall events that we believe aligns with our network. The next expansion that we did was last year, November. We created our internship program for college kids.
Nice.
Within the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, where we give and show our support and mentor them in the areas and the different positions that we have for a 4-month time period. And since we started our internship program, we've hired up to this day up to 8 interns within a 8-month time period. And we're going to start transitioning into the Baltimore area to start to provide our internship opportunity to the Baltimore college kids and just millennial professionals as a whole in the areas of event planning, PR, accounting, graphic design, anything that revolves around from a human resource standpoint to a tech standpoint.
This is great.
Yeah, and the last endeavor that we're about to launch is Philadelphia Now Events, aka Philly Now Events. We're going to launch that early 2020 of next year, and it's going to change the scope of how Philadelphia native can be able to connect and find ideal events of their interest. And as time goes on, we're going to change the scope of how native of all the cities, from a major city standpoint, can save them time. And then, yeah.
Nice. That's what's up, Nels. So, who's behind DC Now Events? Is this all you? Because this is a lot of work, and I've learned so much from you. I know I said that earlier, but like you're one of the smartest men that I've met, like in a long time. Like you have a lot of knowledge, and I'm just curious. Like, do you do all of this alone? Do you have members of a team? Like,
yeah. So I have a team. Each of the team, they have certain areas that I assign them to.
Okay.
And one of my team, he handles the graphic designs.
Okay.
He handles our website. He's based in India.
Okay.
Our other team is a husband and a wife. They handle all our video editing, our video creation, all the unique dope videos that you see. They create all of that. They're based in Mexico, and then I have 2 interns. One handles the event sales area, and the other handles they oversee the overall event concept of things, and
Yeah.
and they do my assistant work. But as far as like the overall operations,
Yeah.
it's just a team collective.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I don't know. I love what you guys are doing, everything that you guys represent. I love it. That's what's up. So I know in August you facilitated your very own event.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to continue to do, or do you just want to be the portal?
When I created DC Night Events, my whole purpose of creating was not to do events anymore.
Mm-hmm.
After having done thousands of events, I was just like drained and tired. I said I don't really have time for it.
Yeah.
So that was the main motivational factor, to have a platform and a hub to just disperse all these unique events for individuals who are looking for something for free,
Mm-hmm.
cost friendly, for family, friends, and just from a date night standpoint. It was actually one of my homeboys who had talked me into doing an event. He's like, dog, you can't be showcasing and supporting and sponsoring all these different events in DC, Maryland, VA, and your brand is growing and you don't want to do one event. I said, you know what? I said, okay. I was just listening to him talk. And it was one day, I think it was like in July, I went to this hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a random day. I just want to go kick back and just relax and just clear my head. And it was like 10, 15 people on the rooftop. And I said, what if I do DC Night Events invite only pool party?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a thought that came to mind. It was just awesome sporadic status.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a recording of like the few people that was in the pool. They was like
Mm-hmm.
turning up,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like awesome fly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I posted it on my story, and I just did like a poll. I said, who will come to a invite only DC Night Event pool party?
Rooftop pool
the
party.
response was crazy. I was like, damn. I said, okay. So I saved that story,
Uh-huh.
and then I posted it on my newsfeed, on our newsfeed. And I said, who will come to an invite only DC Night Events rooftop pool party if we was to host one? And we got like 300 plus comments within an hour. I said,
Wow.
okay, so that was one way I had scaled it.
Okay.
The second way I scaled it was a week after I asked a questionnaire. I was like, what day in August would you all want us to have DC Night Events rooftop pool party? Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? And people start saying, have it on this day, have it on this day, have it on this day, have it this
Mm-hmm.
week. I said, okay. And we got like 100 DMs
Mm-hmm.
within 40 minutes. I said, okay. Now, mind you, I had not found a place yet.
Mm-hmm.
A few days later, I just put out there, I said, DC Night Events invite only rooftop pool party comes. Is coming soon. So I had like literally a week to find a place. I just put out there, had no venue yet.
Yeah, and it was lit too.
Yeah.
And I was honored enough to be the host.
Yes.
And it was an amazing event. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. The whole purpose of that pool party, it was for people to come out and have a great time, but it was more so a networking
Yeah,
event,
it was definitely.
which happened to be at a rooftop pool.
Yeah, it was definitely a networking event though. Like,
Yeah.
I've met so many entrepreneurs, business owners there. Yeah.
And the goal is to at least do annual event.
Okay.
The pool party, we're going to make that from an annual standpoint. The next event that we have coming up, that's going to be annual, and our third event in the spring going to be annual. So
Okay.
we're going to just do 3 annual events and just leave it like that.
Okay.
as it
And
goes.
talking about the third annual event, let's end on like the highlight.
Okay.
So, what event is coming up next? Talk to me about, this special event that's coming up.
The next event that's coming up is called the All Purple Gala, and it's an event for creative visionaries, community builders, and just individuals that we believe has been doing a great work within the networking industry that they're in. And for those who are not known or who haven't got like the shine that they deserve, but they're still doing a good job. And also for individuals who are trying to get their foot in the door, they may not have a sense of direction, or they just don't know where to be or the right people to connect with. And the All Purple Gala is going to be that end of the year event where everybody can come together, build a connect, build, and leave with purpose outside of just from an entertainment standpoint.
Yeah.
And a percentage of the proceeds is going to go to a nonprofit that we partner up with. They're called Kids Fashion Week DMV, and they educate kids between the age of 5 to 17 in fashion and entrepreneurship. So as they get older, they can be able to grow into their skin as far as having a sense of direction of what they want to do as an adult. And those are the events that we sponsor in the past. So I just thought it was only right to give a percentage of the proceeds to them and their cause.
Yeah, that's what's up. This is going to be a dope event.
And it's all purple. You can't get in if you're not wearing purple. Fellas, formal purple wear.
Yeah, I've been trying to find my purple. I can't find it, so.
Yeah.
But
21 and up.
She's 21 and up. She just got
baby face. If you come with a brush, purple brush.
Ah, that's hilarious.
No, I'm not the brush girl.
So to end this off, if you had 30 seconds to tell your family, your fans, your clients, your sponsors, anybody, if you had 30 seconds to just give a message, you can do that. And then also let everybody know where they can find you at and where they can buy tickets to the event.
Okay, well, one thing I want to say, whatever you put your mind to, it can get done. I know that may sound cliche, but the mind is very powerful. Don't ever let nobody tell you can't do something. If you are around people that tell you you cannot do something, position yourself in front of people who are doing what you're trying to do, because it's never about what you're trying to do. It's about having a mindset. So when I do business with people or I give people an opportunity, it's not to make myself feel good. It's to put them in a position where something can spark in their mind so they can see themselves and identify with other people that look like them. That's why other groups are successful, aside from different things that's put in place to get them an extra leg up, but
Nice.
they identify with the young individuals that look like them. With us, because we have less access to certain things, we tend to hold on when we become successful or have certain information. We just want to be that magic Negro in the eyes of other groups.
Yeah.
So all I'll say is chase your dream, position yourself around other people, take your ego and pride out of things. There's always going to be somebody that's smarter than you, flyer than you, attractive, have more money than you. But learn to listen, shut up, and take directions very well, because that will take you a long way.
Nice. And so where can everybody find you?
You can find us on Instagram at DC Now Events. That's DCNOWEVENTS. On all platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. For the All Purple Gala tickets, you can visit us at www.allpurplegala2019.com for your tickets. Early bird tickets almost sold out, so hurry up and get your
Hurry up and get your tickets. Hurry up and subscribe, like.
for the opportunity again for the show.
Oh, no problem. No problem. It was a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you. So yes, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, learn, all of that. And so yeah, follow Nels, and we will see you next time.